again. So there was a sponge war. I wasn't in it, but I could see bunches of riots. But my friend Sparky was in it. So did anything like big or crazy happen in the war?
Yeah, a few things. Pretty much like just being there was like that's the other thing. Like when we were in the war, there was like lots of things happening. Teachers were getting notified. People were like saying crap, and it was the two rival gangs, which were a group of kids called the Scorpions, and us, the Leaf Fort, which was just a fort made out of leaves we made. And we didn't start the gang wars. The Scorpions did, or the people who worship Clay, who's in a previous video. Were called the people who worship him are called the Scorpions, and he's the head of them. And he has this thing called a truth stick, which we had a war for. That was, but I think the Leaf Fort lost. I didn't know a ton about it. All I knew was the Leaf Fort lost in that war, I guess.
Yeah,
And
we pretty much lost because he grabbed the giant stick and destroyed all the leaves in the leaf fort at like the very end, and then we named the war, and the war was over.
so, my question is, I don't know yet, but was the Sponge War a war after the Scorpions? Because we like was that a war because we didn't
The
have
Sponge War was the Stick of Truth War was right after the Sponge War, and I'm pretty sure that's the first war that like Scorpions
we
actually.
lost it?
Yeah, the first war that we actually lost, and Scorpions actually like did stuff, like some mean stuff. I don't know why they would always follow Clay's commands though. You know?
Yeah, I know.
It's just
I know
weird.
what you mean by that.
But
the Sponge War.
fun.
At the beginning of it, sponges were buried, and well, no, not sponges. The sponge. These sponges from art class. People grabbed a sponge, just a regular sponge. I don't know why it was so important, but it was. We made it a war, I guess. But I think it was. I think it was the Leaf Fort that grabbed the sponge, and we kind of started the first war, but we weren't starting it. We were having it as a like a religion for us to have. Excuse me. But we were having it as like a religion. Like we weren't having it to cause any harm to or anything. Like we weren't having a war over it. We were just it was just a peaceful religion we all made, and we made a couple rules for it. One being like we made the actually I can't forget, but there was like we had like 10 rules, 10 main rules.
It was like the 10 Commands, like, if you know that in social studies.
Yes. It was like the 10 Commandments from like Moses, and like if you are Jewish, you know what that meant. But it was like 10 Commandments, and we had all that made, and we swore an oath never to like pretty much break those 10 commandments that we made for ourselves.
Kind of like Boy Scouts. It's kind of like Boy Scouts. Like you say an oath, like you swear you won't harm like your fellow Boy Scouts or anyone else. It reminds me of that because I used to be in Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
Oh, I have one question for the Sponge War. Did the art teacher ever get notified?
She found out someone took her sponge at the end of the war. She found out someone took her sponge. She didn't know why
about like
there was
the
a sponge
whole
missing.
Chaos and war, though.
No, she didn't know a thing because the teachers didn't care that much to tell anyone.
Because the teachers probably thought it was just like playful banter, you know.
Yes, they honestly did. It was like 5 of them that actually like started to act like there was like probably I think there was like 7 teachers that ended up finding out.
7
yeah, like they
found out
from 5th grade teachers and 4th grade teachers found out about the war. that happened. But I really like it was a lot of people who were in that who were in this war,
Yeah,
fighting for
I
it.
also remember
Because,
after that, all the other wars were like not secret at all. Everybody else knew about all the other wars, pretty much. Like, what was that war called near the end of the 4th grade or 5th grade?
5th grade.
Wasn't it like the potato war or something? I remember.
I believe it was the potato war.
Yeah, you remember
I think
near the end of 5th grade when COVID hit, like everybody started making gangs. Like I remember Jordan.
Yes.
Jordan made like a like flag, you know?
Didn't he make one for like the Scorpions or the wait? What?
No, he made his own.
Did he have a new?
He made his own. Yeah, he made his own gang.
Do you remember what that was called?
No, but I remember we did a recon on it. That's all I remember from it, is doing recon. I'm pretty sure it was me and Dylan that did recon.
Yeah. Alright, well. That's all you really know about that?
Pretty much about the war that, like, pretty much ended. Like, near the end of the school year. I remember, Clay Scorpions tried to, team up with the Leaf Fort. Do you remember that? So we could be like the most powerful at recess
I do. We tried. Yeah, they tried to team up with us because they saw it was close to the end of the war, and we were all winning. And they said they wanted to sign truce against whatever. I knew there was another clan, but I didn't know our gang. But I didn't know it was by him. But they wanted to like sign a truce or something.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we didn't take the truth though.
Yeah, no, we went fighting, and then someone brought home the sponge, and we didn't know where it went. We thought it was from the sewer, but then the year after, in 6th grade, what's his name? John brought it to school. We wanted to talk about this because it actually happened very recently. It was like about 2 months ago. He pulled it out of his bag, and he said, "Oh my God, remember this?" He told me after school that day he had a fire and he burnt it in it, but I still believe that the legend of the sponge still is around.
Like still buried under the recess, like in that open field. Because then how would John get it? You know, if it was buried. How deep did you guys bury it?
We buried it. I think someone dug it up though, because remember how I said he had it?
Yeah, I remember near the end of the school year. Well, not really, but COVID. Cameron showed me all around all the wars and stuff. He showed me where you guys buried the sponge.
Yes. Did he try to dig it up?
No. He did not try to dig it up, but there was like a hole. Like it was but I was stepping around and I stepped in this like hole that was covered on grass. So that might have been where the sponge was.
Yeah. Well, John brought it in. He said he had it he never actually buried it. He just said he buried it. But I don't know. There could still be a sponge war going around still.
You remember when we went to 5th grade and then we would remake the Leaf Fort because all the 4th graders would destroy it?
Yes, I remember that.
That was annoying. But I mean, what do you expect, to be honest, from bunches of 4th graders?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all the stories me and Sparky have for now. Hopefully we can I can post some week later or something. Alright, well bye. Sparky, you wanna say bye too?
Bye. Yeah, bye.